The San Bruno music programs have actually a very rich history. So back in the mid-60s and into the 80s, our programs were nationally recognized. They were traveling up and down the state of California, winning competitions, performed in the Rose Bowl, performed for presidential inaugurations. So music in San Bruno has historically been very good. There's been some lean years with the budgets lately, and because of that, our programs have been somewhat limited in what they've been able to provide. And so over the last year or so, we've really invested in bringing those programs back to life.
San Bruno Music was a welcoming program. Cappuccino had great football teams and great baseball teams, but we were known for the band and the music program. There was a lot of pride in being involved in that because you knew you were getting into a top echelon music program. I mean, we were one of the top bands at that time in the state. The community was overwhelming in their support. They would come out to the events. It spoke to the parental support. It spoke to the funding, all those things that went into making a successful music program.
The San Bruno music programs really align with the vision that the San Bruno Community Foundation had that was really brought to us by the community, which said to us, we really have a lot of priorities that we're thinking about, but two of those are education and community building. And from that, we really saw an opportunity to help enhance education in our community through providing music in schools.
Our goals for the San Bruno music program are really to ensure that every student from kindergarten to 12th grade has access to high quality music education, which we think is a critical part of the educational experience for our kids, that they can grow and be creative.
While there are many families that have the financial means to be able to afford music education for their children, there are many families in San Bruno that do not have those means. And so this music education program supports funding of instruments, supports the funding of the after-school music program, supports the funding of music teachers in our elementary schools. It funds the programs that the district could otherwise not afford to do.
Music creates community. The events that our kids attend and participate in, they give kids opportunities for leadership and participation that they wouldn't otherwise have. The students take such great pride in their craft. They're working hard, they're pushing each other. I love the collaboration that ensues. They've cultivated a network, a set of friends, a set of family to kind of help them develop as musicians and as people. And I think music really does, at its core, support our kids in that area of their development.
Getting involved for me in the music program is probably the most important decision I ever made with regards to the type of person I would become and the experiences I was exposed to. It taught me to have confidence in myself and not to be afraid. And it molded me, and it set the foundation for me for probably the rest of my life.
Community Foundation, the Ed Foundation, have been amazing at seeing the need and the desire of the community to make sure that music is in the forefront. They're creating an opportunity for us to be able to teach, not have to worry about the financial part of it. Now we're growing, and we're growing leaps and bounds, and we're able to go out and represent our community in the best way possible. We're building a reputation that is the reputation of the past.
We really see that music is something that unites people and brings people together and that everyone can appreciate. From events like Music in the Park to Community Day or other concerts or exposure to the music that young people are creating in their community, we really find that people come together around that, and we'd really like to see that culture continue in San Bruno.
My dream for the future is music programs that are thriving, students that are fully able to participate without barriers and making beautiful music together. The strategic initiative is laying a foundation of partnerships, uniting community partners, and building the processes that we think are going to benefit our students and our schools well into the future.